I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic. Better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone. I'm bad to the bone. Eating up these pig skins like they chicharrones. And you a douche cabron. Mira, mira at the mirror on the wall. I'm the greatest of them all. They gon' put me in the hall. Your name is only written in a bathroom stall. Quit your stalling and make a play. My drive too long. Pop the clutch, I don't pump the brakes. I know what it takes to gain the muscle, get rugged. These butterfingers be fumbling. Squash the scrimmage and rub it in Robitussin. How I give them concussion. They seeing double, they rushing and pass the shovel. The dirt and rubble, I bury them under it. Stay in your huddle and get 10 yards back. Never turn your back. I'ma pull your flag. I go full contact. Out punch, out kick like a shotgun blast on one out snap. It's a fact that I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, calling audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the...
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Horseshoe Mob Podcast. And I'm going to introduce these guys before we get into episode, starting with our guy, Harish. What's going on, my guy?
What up? What up? How's it going?
And then next up is going to be the silent. He's not even silent anymore. He's a daddy now. I'm going with Austin Cook. What's going on, daddy?
What's up? I'm Austin.
Whoa.
Pause.
Too far. Pause.
What's going on to the newly dad? I'll say that. I have to change that from a pause to introduce him as Dad Austin. And then I'm Josh. Josh Senior. Sorry we're not on from yesterday. I had a little illness and things came up, but we're here today to bring y'all some Colts content like we always do every week. So before we get to this episode, let's go ahead and speak on our sponsorship, which is fanbattlesports.com. You can find all our past episodes. You can find out all of our articles, merchandise, you name it. Check us out on fanbattlesports.com. And let's get started, guys. So, how you guys been? I know her game was on Thursday, and this is our first at back. What was your first impression on that game, guys? Go ahead, Austin.
Um, Obviously, we were excited. Football is back. But then I feel like a bunch of injuries happened. So it was like very high, then very low. Ultimately, it's the preseason, so we can't take too much from it. We didn't get to see a lot of AR. We'll talk about that more. Uh, but I'm looking forward to the next game because I didn't really get a lot out of this game.
Hey, Teresa. What about you, Harish? What was your first impression of the game?
Yeah, I mean, just getting back into the groove of things, and just I guess same stuff. New year. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I understand that. When I watched the game on Thursday, I had a hard time watching the game at that. But when I did watch the game, seeing the offense flow the way it did when AR was in there, I think he went like 2 for 3 before going out, and I felt empty at that time, even though it was a nice drive. It gave us 3 points, but it just showed that what we can expect moving forward with the season. It's just that he ended up getting hurt, and it just, like I said, just felt empty. I'm like, oh my god, here we go again, and I just uh, hated that feeling because I saw that feeling in Week 5 uh, against the Titans, and I was like, oh my god, now he's gonna get more heat. That's what I was thinking. I was like, hey, this guy gonna get more heat because here it is, he's injured again. He's been having these same issues since day one. He's had it in college, and I was like, here we go again. I expected more, but I won't get too far into the episode. So, other than that, man, I enjoyed the training camp, and the things that we've been hearing out of training camp from A.D. Mitchell, Tyler Warren, Lai Tolatu, those three guys. We've been hearing a lot about those guys. Uh, what's your take on that? A.D. Mitchell still continues to to be the guy. I don't know where he's come from, where he came from. He must. Harish, have you called him or something? What is going on with him?
He's comfortable, man. He's comfortable being a pro.
God,
I mean, I told you guys, like you could see it in the way he talks in his press conferences. Like this is how he was in Texas. Like this, he spoke this way. He was confident. He was quiet. He was. I mean, this is who Eddie Mitchell is, and he's figured it out. And he's going to have a good year. I'm telling you guys, he's going to have a good year. Um, yeah, I think he's gonna like. I'm not surprised of all the players that played on Saturday. Like him playing really well is the least shocking to me.
so are you standing on business with the 10 touchdowns?
Yes, he's going to get 10 touchdowns this year. Again, the Colts outside of Josh Downs, right? They don't have a lot of really good route runners, right? Now, can Alec Pierce develop into that? Maybe.
Yeah, you got.
Michael Pittman, I don't know if Michael Pittman Jr. is like a great route runner. Like to me, he's like a really good jump ball, go get the ball getter type guy. But and then Tyler Warren is a great route runner, but he's not a wide receiver. He's a tight end. I mean, outside of those, and those are like your top 4 or 5 receivers, right? Quote unquote. Um, and he's the best route runner out of all of them, and I don't think it's particularly close. Maybe Josh Downs is maybe the closest one to him, and I think he's a better route runner than Josh Downs, and people might like not agree with me there, but
They could be next.
there's a reason why A.D. Mitchell was like rated like number one in yardage per separation on running routes last year at one point. And that's because he's a really good route runner, and that's how he's going to make his money.
Yeah, yeah. Between those two, there's probably our two uh, better route runners in the group, Josh Downs and A.D. Mitchell. I'm gonna swing it to you for live to to Austin. Things you heard about him and the impact he could have on his defense. And he's having a good camp so far.
Yeah, so we wanted him to be that guy last year, but it was his rookie year. He was just getting his, feet wet, getting used to the league. And we seen this training camp, he's looked better than he was last year already. So that's a good sign. Like he said with AD, it seems like Latu's getting comfortable, and we could see a big year as long as he stays healthy. It's exciting because having a good defensive line is big for our defense. So that's what I think.
So you predict him to have 15 sacks.
No, but
Ooh,
that'd be
that's
nice.
how many did he have last year? 9, 8, 8.5, 9.5.
I gotta look that up, but I don't think it was even close. Um, I can take a look at that. Um, and it's good to have those guys, impacting the game that they are going into their. Well, this is going to be they're both going into their second year. Um,
I had 4.
you said 4,
I had 4. He can get 9. I think that's doable.
and then
9 or 10.
He had 4 in a small sample. He wasn't. He had limited snaps, so 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, that was with him. You know, that's with our defensive coordinator making him playing coverage last year.
Good thing the guy is gone. I think he with the Niners now.
Oh Jesus, sucks for them.
Another thing too we'll move on to is Tyler Warren. We're getting all the hype that we see him being drafted 14th overall. But a lot of word around is he's been playing like a veteran, and he's a rookie. That's great to see. We haven't had a tight end since Jack Doyle, and he wears that same number, and he's playing like a veteran already. And just the impact in that game, you see him having, getting open, dragging guys to the sideline, fighting for the extra yards. That's what you wanted to see from a guy. We haven't had that guy. Jelani Woods was supposed to be that guy. Haven't seen, he did. We did see him in the game as well, but we haven't seen it from him. We know what Moda Cox is pretty much nothing that he added to the room, but just seeing what Tyler Warren can do. Uh, how does that? How would that help in his offense, Harish?
Yeah, it gives Anthony Richardson a safety blanket, right? Like he's gonna have somebody he can depend on. He's gonna have somebody he can rely on. And I think there wasn't one of his incompletions to Tyler Warren, or maybe Tyler Warren bailed Daniel Jones out on the third down or something like that. I can't remember. I feel like you did, but kind of the point, right? Like you have a bailout option where if you don't have anybody open and you need to get the ball out, you now have an option that you can throw out to, and he's a security blanket. He's going to be able to catch the football. Um, and so yeah, I mean, I think it's really exciting, and I'm glad that he's already playing well in that role. We'll see how that continues to expand over the next 2 weeks and heading into the first game.
Same for you, Austin. What you see in that?
Yeah, like Harish said, it's nice to have a safety blanket that we haven't had since Jack Doyle. Um, he's just proven why a lot of Colts fans wanted him this offseason. Like you look at most of the mock drafts that Colts fans put out, everybody was saying they wanted Tyler Warren. There were some that obviously didn't, but that there's going to be haters in every fan base. But he's just proven why a lot of people wanted him, and he's showing that he can be a big part of this offense as long as he stays healthy.
I agree. Like you said, being healthy and just being and like Harish said, being that safety blanket for a guy that's been inaccurate his entire career definitely helps. I think he did have a play with AR. I think he got called back, but moving forward, it'll help in the offense full time. So it just we we need this for a full season. We need this between those two guys, the quarterback and your tight end, along with the receivers and the running backs as well. And hopefully we can see that this is the key component is quarterback play between whoever it is. If it's Daniel Jones, can he utilize his weapons? I think I saw a tweet that it said it was thrown to the ground. If Daniel Jones thrown to the ground, we have an issue. I don't want to see. Um, I think how many years he played in New York before he got cut? Was it 6 seasons, 5 seasons?
I think it was 6. I think this is year 7 for him. I could
Yeah,
be wrong though.
and he was released by the Giants. Couldn't stick with the Vikings, and now he's with us. He's having those issues as well, and he's not um, as you've seen the past episode or another episode with Sick Pop Podcast Ample Show. If he's not winning this quarterback competition by a mile, it lets you know that um, he can't beat our AR. He can't beat our AR. That's an issue, and it lets me know that AR should be the quarterback instead of Daniel Jones because he's shown enough, and he is not the guy that should be. I don't care if it's a bridge quarterback or not. Should be the guy that leads this team. I know people will say he haven't had all the weapons in New York other than Saquon Barkley. Can't even name Evan Ingram. Can't remember the name he had. Is it Sterling Shepard as a receiver? Can't some other guys. um, but with this team here, it seemed like he was in the game on Thursday and was like 10 for 21. You can say O line is the issue. You can say it's him, or you can say the receivers dropped the passes. Nevertheless, 10 for 21 is not good. So, are y'all confident? Are y'all confident in Daniel Jones if he can win the job? Go ahead, Austin.
Um, so like I said before, I don't think like the only way he's gonna play is if AR gets hurt, which is possible. But honestly, seeing what I saw Thursday, I would rather play Riley Leonard personally, but, that's just because I just didn't like what I saw from Daniel Jones. It was, like, boring. It was like what we had last year with Joe Flacco. It wasn't exciting at all. Um, so whenever Riley Leonard came in the game, he at least knew how to we don't have to see, uh, Jones this year.
On mute. Yeah, I mean, uh,
I mean,
behind this offensive line and how bad it was, it's really hard to judge anything, right? But that being said, Daniel Jones didn't look good. But again, Daniel Jones has only been in the system for 2 weeks, right? Like he's, I still don't think he knows the system. I don't think he knows like what to expect. On top of that, the offensive line is atrocious. Like, I mean, you got to give him a fair shot at anything, and I want to see this thing play out the entirety of the season and see how he progresses and see because my guess, knowing AR's lack of health, we're going to need him at some point. Like they're like I'm still there's a reason why last week I went into last week and I said one of the things AR needs to accomplish is being able to play that full 1.5 quarters. He wasn't able to do that. And this is a guy that's played well all training camp, right? And so he's we're going to need Daniel Jones whether we like it or not because we still cannot rely on AR to play more than a quarter's worth of football.
yeah, I started to text you, man. I said, you know what, you jinxed us because when you said you made that comment,
Didn't do anything.
and I watched that game, I was like, you know what, Harish, you said this. You said he got to stay healthy. Can he play a full quarter? And he got hurt. So you was
No,
right.
I just choose data and statistics and,
Yeah,
and what my eyes have seen. I
that
didn't
is
do
true.
anything.
And just elaborate on that play that you see that he got hurt when he fractured or broke his pinky.
Yeah, what is it? So basically, it's like a second or third down. It looks like they were stacking the box, and AR slides the protection left,
Hmm.
knowing that there's an extra defender on the strong side, right? And so he snaps the ball, and there a free rusher comes by because he slid the protection the wrong way,
Yeah,
right? Now, there's a couple things here, and if you go back and look at the play, which I'll try to see if I can bring up, but if you go back, like you could see AR slides the protection the wrong way, which is something he should know where the heat's coming from and slide it the right way.
he should have slid it to the right.
Should have slid it to the right. Yeah. And
'Cause He,
B,
he identified the guy, which was 45. Well,
yeah,
he tried to identify the guy, but that wasn't the guy that rushed. I don't think he even rushed at all.
yeah. Um, so I'm going to. I don't know if I can share my screen, but
I think it's really.
let me see. When the ball is snapped on this, there's a couple things I noticed. Oh wait, this isn't. I'm trying to find a. Oh, this is old. Well, we played the Ravens, right? Yeah, we played the Ravens.
But yeah, to your point, he slid the protection to the right side, left side. I'm sorry. Uh, identifying that the 45 was the guys that's rushing instead of
Yeah.
number 90. It led to a free rush to the quarterback. He didn't even look to the left, to the right side. Uh, you seen everyone wanted to blame the running back and the tight end.
Can you? Yeah. If y'all can see this, I don't know. I know. Yeah, there we go. So if you look here, right, even if he slides the protection the right way, right, the free rusher comes here. He's got to know he's not even looking the right direction, which tells you what? You know he didn't slide the protection the right way because he's not even looking for the heat coming from this side. He's focused on this receiver right here, which again, just based on what I'm seeing, he's either looking for there's a deep shot right here, which I don't know that that's the case. But B, he doesn't recognize that this guy is coming, and if he does, he could either slide out of it or he could toss it out to this guy right here, right?
If he
So
did
if
see him,
you
he could have
look,
ran.
or he could have ran, but he's got to know that this guy is coming because he has to know right here, right? He's got to know when he gets to he's got to know at this point if you slide this protection to the left. Now, do they disguise it potentially? But you've got Tyler Warren free releasing right here. So even if Tyler Warren were if he would have slide it correctly, I would guess Tyler Warren would bump this defender right here, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe he brings the running back in to block. So there's a lot of different things he could have done to avoid that, but he has to know that that's coming. And like to me, that's on him, or that's on him. A because he should know the play and he should know the protections, or B if he had enough experience, right, or actually had played enough snaps, it's something that he would see a lot of times, right? And so yeah, I mean, this is just another. This is a learning opportunity. Unfortunately, he got hurt here. Um, but even if he just took a hit and was like took a sack, it's only second down, right? And it's like, dang, he should have seen that. Can he learn from that? So, I mean, there's a lot of different things that could have happened on this play. I'm not saying I'm the X's and O's guys, but like just like going back and looking at this and seeing this right here, he could have even maybe thrown this ball right here and hoped that is this Mitchell up here? Hope that
Yes.
AD Mitchell turns around.
Did he have the check down with the running back? Because I don't think he had enough time.
He didn't know. Like he doesn't even see this guy coming. You see, he does at this point. He could have checked it down.
If he
He
saw it,
also has a hitch receiver right here. He's got the
that's
hitch.
two of
Look,
them.
he's got two guys wide open. He's not even looking this way is the problem, which tells you what that like to me that tells me he's not even expecting pressure from that side. So
Is
he
he
didn't recognize it pre-snap, right?
is he looking for AD to come back to the ball?
I don't know what he's looking for. Is he looking for a deep shot because he sees one-on-one on the outside? I don't think there's anybody back here. I don't remember. Or like is he looking like this is also a hitch route, right? So
Yeah.
is he expecting this defender, one of these defenders showed rush. I think they backed out, right? So right, yeah,
The
this guy
45
right
backed
here.
out. That's the guy he identified. He backed out.
He thought the rush maybe he thought the rush was coming from this side, right? Because you have this free receiver right here. But even if you go rush, right? That guy that gets that guy hat on a hat right here. You still got a free defender right here. Like this guy is clearly blitzing and you don't even recognize it. He's like if you look pre-snap, and again, I could be reading this wrong. I'm no genius. He comes to the I don't know how far well, it doesn't show at no point does it show him making any adjustments on the line. And again, that could just be me being stupid. I don't know. But to me it looks like he's not even recognizing that this guy is going to blitz him and he's going to come free. Like to me, I think he misses it completely and I think that's the problem here. If he
So
if he if he recognizes it in any way where it's like, "Hey, I got to get the ball out here or here or I've got to keep this guy blocked. I got to keep this guy in. I've got to notice that this guy, regardless of what decision I make, he has to know that this guy's coming free. Like I think that is on him.
I can say that. Uh, Austin, we all and all three of us had had something to say about this. Austin, do you think that Shane should have with this inexperienced quarterback, should have had the starting offensive line in that wouldn't have possibly allowed this play to happen, whether it was shifted to the left side or not?
Uh, yeah, I mean, whenever you have your starting quarterback in, you would think that you'd wanna protect him more, and he might have thought, these guys are gonna do a good enough job. Um, but I mean, you saw, I think the Bengals had Joe Burrow out there, and they had their whole starting lineup, offensive line out there. I just feel like he they probably should have put the starters out there, but at the end of the day, it's preseason. Not everybody does it. So I don't know.
I think you're doing him a disservice. Like, if
Yeah,
you're gonna say AR is gonna get time with the ones, right? And you're not giving him time with the ones. You gave him everything one. You gave him one receivers. You gave him one tight end. You gave him one running back. I don't think Jonathan Taylor played, did he?
no,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
Pittman play either.
Okay. Well, running back, whatever. You got like 18 running backs, so you can like that's fine, like whatever, right? Why would you not put your best starting offensive lineman in, knowing that you have to get this guy through a quarter and a half? If for anything, his own like confidence.
Yeah,
Like,
just put him in
oh
against
yeah, I can do this for a quarter and a half. Yeah, like I think that's on Shane. Like that's bad coaching to me.
because with the veteran line, they would have been able to detect some of this, even if he had some flaws.
Maybe.
You, you
Yeah.
have
I don't
you have Braden Smith, you have you know um, who else? Not it wouldn't be Nelson because it's on the other side, but Braden Smith would have known some of these things possibly. But just when you set a guy for failure by putting a backup, second screen or third screen, guys in who hasn't had who hasn't had that much experience in the game. If it's Mac, his name Congaves, he haven't he started last year, but this is full time starting. It would be his full time starting this
yeah.
year, along with Tanner. So
I still don't understand the center's responsibility on calling out the protections. I imagine like a veteran center, like a Ryan Kelly would know that,
yeah,
right? In my opinion, like a Ryan Kelly wouldn't have missed that.
no,
But Ryan Kelly also has over 2,000 snaps, right? Like he's seen that 8 million times.
yes,
So I mean, we can find blame where we want to. At the end of the day, there's a lot of different things that happen there, and I think a lot of different people did not set him up for success. And again, it always to me starts at the top. And to me, like if we look at the top, Shane Steichen didn't set him up for success.
he
We
did,
saw it from the get go. Like the first drop down, we were like, "What the hell is this offensive line doing?"
and just it worries me. Oh, it worries me that when you have a guy that's inexperienced, and you put in you put in guys that you would put in for Daniel Jones, uh, for his reps, for the second half or whatever second quarter, and you put those guys in for AR. Now, what happens week 2 against the Packers? Does Daniel Jones get starting offensive line, and then AR gets backup offensive line because he'll be the second guy getting reps? Uh, I don't know what to expect. Come Saturday against the Packers. Um, or just keep the offensive line in the whole entire time, at least the first half, just so you can see, offensive line, the starting offensive line for both guys, being that they both had backup offensive line when they came in on Thursday. So it definitely just it tells me, it will show me, it'll tell me what we see from both of those guys with the starting offensive line and starting weapons, which is more of Tyler Warren, more of Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, A.D. Mitchell, and those guys in the lineup versus just uh you know Treadwell and Austin Doolin and those guys that probably would never see the field in a regular season game
Which is concerning because I'm concerned that Daniel Jones will get that this week.
with all those guys.
Yeah, and AR won't.
I think the practices before the game is what matters more than the game itself. So I don't think it's
Maybe, but yeah, but do you think like because of the lack of experience for AR, like the games mean more than the practices?
For us, the naming a starter or just in general.
No, like for his personal reps.
well, I think in practice he'll go more up against the ones for the Packers than he will in the game since he's not starting.
Yeah, I wonder. The practice. I think camp. They said that no guy has the edge. And then in the game, they both has been pretty much underperformed. I mean, I wouldn't say they are underperformed because he was 11. He just didn't have a full sample. He had a small sample. So
Yeah.
and Daniel Jones played bad. He was 10 for 21. So in the second game against the Packers Saturday, you know, I wonder what because right now he haven't named a starter yet. He have no timetable when he named the starter. So I don't know if this game would be deciding factor for him to name the starter or the last game against the Bengals. I'm not sure. We won't know. Uh, it- we just have to see how they play out on Saturday, and then, like I said, week 3 game. Hopefully, we'll know by then who the starter will be. Who you? I mean, I know. I think Austin, you said it. AR, and I think Harish said he. I think you in between, right? Harish was starter.
Oh no, I'm definitely not in between. I think AR is and should be the starter.
I got you.
Yeah.
Teresa said she expects to win against the Packers. I did win 2 tickets. Oh yeah, you did. I did see that.
Oh, that's
Congratulations
dope.
on winning the
That's
ticket.
sick.
I wish I was in India. I go to the game with you. It'd be perfect. And hope you enjoy yourself as well.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't know those tickets were up for grab. I would have signed up for that for the entry for that. But another topic uh, that I wanted to discuss was if it's for everybody. You guys, but for everybody. And I start with Austin with this. If healthy, bearing any injuries, but if healthy, can AR win comeback player of the year? Let it sit, let it marinate. If healthy, playing all the games with the offense weapons that we speak on, Austin, can he wins comeback player of the year?
So there's a lot that would have to go into that. We haven't seen a full year of a healthy AR. So that is a big what if. But if we're assuming he stays healthy all year, we do need to see him be more consistent. Like, I think it is possible if he stays healthy, anything's possible. Um, and I'd like to say yes, so I will say yes. I think if he stays healthy, he has a shot to win comeback player of the year because we have a good offense. We have the talent. We just need him to stay healthy and be more consistent.
Yeah, he's the key component. I'm swinging it over to you, Harish. Can he wins comeback player of the year?
Yeah, I mean anybody can win it. Um, I'd rather him win. Like I can play a quarter for a year though. That's what I would rather. Like I'm just it's just so hard for me to be like, yeah, he's gonna win this award or he's gonna do that or when I can't. I still can't get behind the fact that the guy can't even play a full quarter of football, and we're in year 3. Like I'm still stuck there. And maybe I'm just being a pessimist and I'm just being like a big hater Colts fan. I don't know, but I have to get over. I have to be able to say, you know, s- at least 70%. Like, can you at least play like 70% of the season before I start saying, hey, I like. I just gotta. I have to find a way to get past this, like the fact that he can't play more than a quarter, and I can't say that he's gonna win anything until I can get past that. So no, I don't think he can win comeback player of the year.
I
And
think,
I think if it's like a big if for me. Like him staying healthy is a big if for me.
and I understand. That's the part. That's the question mark. if he can be healthy, him winning that award, um, it's not impossible if he can't be healthy,
Yeah.
because he has the talent around him. It's just that that's the big question mark is him playing 70%, 60%. He's always been injured every year, so that's you can't say that with confidence that he's going to be healthy.
I will
Uh,
say in like the 3 throws that I did see him throw, I do think he looked good,
yeah,
right? I thought they were really good throws. They were on the money. He set his feet. Even the incompletion, right? He had an incompletion down the middle. Yeah, he put in a dangerous spot. Yeah, sure he did. But I thought the zip on the ball was fine. I thought he set his feet. He gave his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. Like I think all of that looked good. Fundamentally, I thought he looked great.
Yeah, and the screen pass that got called back for illegal man downfield to Tyler Warren,
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it showed he could throw the ball 5 yards.
Yeah,
It was good to see. It just sucked that it got took back because Warren made
forgot about
a
that.
heck of a play. He was running over defenders but,
Yeah.
that's just more to be excited about.
Yeah, we should be excited about 5-yard passes. Like that's what you need to inflate your completion percentage. Like we say it all the time. These quarterbacks aren't throwing 70%. Like Patrick Mahomes isn't throwing 70% completion percentage by throwing the ball down the field 30 times. Like that's not happening. Josh Allen is not doing that, right? Like
right.
they're doing really, really good at throwing slants, drags, screens, RPOs. Like that's where you inflate your completion percentage. It's not these like 30-yard bombs down the field. Um so yeah, I mean, yeah. It was great to see for 10 plays.
What I would say too is that in order to help, the coaches have to help their guy. Cam Turner, um, Jim Cooter, and head coach Shane Steichen has to help their quarterback with that. He has all the talent in the world. He's an athlete. We know he can. He has the arm to throw those 50-yard, 40-yard bombs. We just gotta not have those in play all the single time. Take the layups. Take the short, passes. Like you said, that we see on Thursday. Those excited to see those things that we are excited to see moving forward. But you guys continue doing those in games, to in game reps in the preseason and then regular season. Teams are wanting you to throw those passes, those vertical route passes over and over. They're not expecting this quarterback to throw those type of screen passes to any of the running backs. They're not a threat. They're not. They don't feel like that's in the playbook. But you have to start open the playbook more using the talent around you and also help your quarterback out when he's young. He's not the guy. He's not a Patrick Mahomes. Even though Patrick Mahomes can throw those deep bombs and possibly connect to those receivers, they are not there yet. He's not a veteran guy yet. He's still a raw talent that you have to unlock his potential. But you first got to take the layups first before you get to those big yardage plays. In my opinion, you had something to say, Reese? Or you was looking at something? Oh,
No, I'm good.
Teresa said no. She know her, Reese. You're right. I'm backing off because I want him to work out and not play for play against us in 2 years and kick our ass. I mean, you damn sure don't want that. You don't want him to leave, go to another team, get it all figured out, and whoop our ass. Because that's probably what happened. If Angela Luck had left us and went to another team, he's definitely gonna kick our ass.
I mean,
If not give him
that's what
our
would have happened. Great. He finally went to an organization that figured out how to keep him healthy.
who
Like if AR leaves and he goes to I don't know,
the Vikings or something like that.
the Vikings, yeah, and the Vikings figure out how to keep him healthy, cool. Good for them.
I'm not prepared to be looking at a quarterback that's coming out next year. I'm not prepared. I know there's some decent ones coming out, but I'm not prepared to be in mock draft mode looking at
Yeah.
quarterbacks.
What obviously I don't want to get too far ahead either, but let's just assume AR like we don't pick up the 5th year. Which if he doesn't stay healthy this year, I wouldn't pick up his 5th-year option. Like
Oh,
I would just let him
yeah,
walk,
yeah,
right?
we all agree with that.
You put yourself in a situation where you're not going to be bad enough to get a high enough pick to get a good quarterback. Because I think the one quarterback that I would really want in this draft, well, there's actually 2 or 3, would be Cade Klubnik. Like, I would really want Cade Klubnik.
Oh,
That
Cam,
would be like the guy I want, right? I think that guy would fit perfectly. I actually think Sam Levitt would do really well in this system too.
think about the guy. I mean, I was
This
gonna
is the
say,
quarterback from Arizona State. I think he would be fantastic in this system too. He's a little mobile. He's not big, but he's a smart player. I don't think anybody's talking about him this year, which is wild and crazy to me. They think he got carried by Cam Scattaboo, but you know what? Yeah,
he did. You know, he did.
whatever. Oh, I know he did. I mean, Cam Scattaboo single-handedly kept them in that game against Texas. So for all the people that are like, "Oh, you should have blown out," we were blowing out Arizona State until Cam Scattaboo had a couple fluky plays. Sorry, like I don't know what
Yeah,
you want me to
sorry.
do. Um, but yeah, I think there's a lot of really good quarterbacks in next year's draft. Realistically, what I think we should do is if scratch the whole thing, scratch the whole thing. Start Daniel Jones next year. Go like 1-15. Release everybody. Sell the house. Arch 2027, baby.
Oh, you're
That's
saying
what I
you
would do.
said do that in 26, not this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you determine that AR is not the guy this year, you fire everybody. Ballard's gone. Steichen's gone. You start over. Bring in a new GM. Rebuild the roster. Right? You probably don't rebuild the offense, but maybe whatever. But you figure this. You do bad enough to tank next year and go get Arch Manning and put him in this offense, and we'll be fine.
I like where you're going with that. What you think, Austin?
I mean, like the ending is good, but like it would be torture to go through. Um,
Yeah.
Hey man, we've
I'd
already been doing
I'd
it for
have to
10 years.
leave every group
What's
chat I'm
another
in.
2? What's another 2 years? So we've already been doing this for 10 years. So what's another 2 years?
Well, he was saying like, to get Andrew Luck, we had to watch Curtis Painter, and that was
Well, you just get a little bit of an upgrade. Well, you'll get Daniel Jones instead of Curtis.
yeah. Well, I got you. I see what you're saying. Watching Curtis Painter, I think who else we had that year? We had a lot of guys that year, but Curtis Painter was bad. Uh, and to see those, see those signs say "suck for luck." Yeah, and you had Peyton Manning still on your roster. That was terrible, man. That was a terrible year. I didn't like that year.
That was brutal. Yeah, dude. Next year, even next year's quarterback class without Manning is really good.
But to my, yeah, I mean, with Cade and the guy from
Cade
Penn State,
Klubnik, Cade Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier, Lenora Sellers, Sam Levitt.
yeah, the Penn State quarterback.
That Drew Aller sucks. That dude's terrible. That's the next Daniel Jones. Like that dude sucks. I don't know, and they're already like trying to push him as like this great quarterback. That dude's terrible. I mean, beyond that, you've got some guys down there like Kevin Jennings out of SMU is a guy I really like. A lot of people don't talk
Yeah,
about. Your guy is draft eligible, but I don't know if he'll come out. Ty Simpson,
yeah, because this is his fourth year or third year.
3rd year, right? So
He full-time starter. So
yeah, Haynes King would be interesting. Like, there's some guys in this class. Um, that I would like. Obviously, there's purposely guys I didn't mention. Like, I want nothing to do with Nico. I think he's really bad. I want nothing to do with Carson Beck.
oh hell no.
Fernando Mendoza is somebody that's interesting. The quarterback at IU. Um, I don't think Jackson Arnold comes out this year. I think
He suck anyway.
he's
He's
not.
mobile, but he's not that guy to carry a team.
Not yet. I think Oklahoma set him up for failure, and Oklahoma's a disaster of a program right now. Anyway,
What's the quarterback from Vanderbilt? I know he's mobile too.
Diego Pavia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
no.
no, that
He
Diego
beat
Pavia is like
Alabama, but that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Diego Pavia is a slightly taller Dylan Gabriel to me.
Don't give him that much credit.
Yeah, there's a lot of credit we're giving to him.
I
Uh,
I personally like Jalen Daniels, the Kansas quarterback, but he can't stay healthy either, so he's out for me. Like if we talk about guys that can stay healthy, I mean that guy can't stay. That guy can't. I really like Avery Johnson, but that's like a fourth or fifth round pick.
dang.
Kansas State.
Quarter, yeah, the quarterback out of Kansas State. I love Avery Johnson. I'm a big Avery Johnson guy. We'll
He
see if
looks
he can
good.
develop this year. He's really good. He was only a 1 year starter. He was a first year starter last year. He's going to start again this year. I think that nobody's talking about him enough, which is wild to me.
We'll see. With Cade and the quarterback from Penn State, I mentioned his name because of what he already done with Tyler Warren. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, that's true. But even Cade Klubnik, like until that game versus Texas, people didn't think Cade Klubnik had gotten good enough. And then obviously he flipped the switch against Texas, and now it's like, oh yeah, that guy went from I don't know what this guy's going to turn into this is going to be the best quarterback in football, right? Like that for some of these guys, like it just clicks. And Cade Klubnik was really good against Texas that day, right? Like I'm willing to admit that.
Do you think it's
Very
against
good.
Texas or against the quarterback because they've been going at it
Yeah.
for years?
Yeah, I mean, Texas is a very good secondary, and Cade Klubnik dotted us up. Uh, he had a very so if he continues to like, and then again, it's like for some of these guys that are really good, it just takes time to it'll eventually click, right? Like if these guys are that good, they'll figure it out. It'll click. Probably see the same for Arch this year. Like at some point, I'm expecting it to click. I don't know if that's the first game, but at some point this year, it's going to click, and he's going to figure it out.
Your first game is, ooh, we just got to see what their quarterback look like over in Ohio State. But your first game is not easy.
I'm not worried about Ohio State at all.
Uh, man,
The
I don't
the
know.
here's the thing. Like here's the problem with Ohio State. They don't have a quarterback, and even if they do, they're also that quarterback is playing in his first game ever,
Correct.
right? Against arguably the best defense in the country that plays very well on the road. Not worried. That Texas's defense has traveled very, very well over the last 3 years. Not worried. They also have a defense. Caleb Downs is very good. Don't get me wrong, but they have, what 8 new starters on the defense,
Yeah,
and a brand new defensive coordinator, and a brand new offensive coordinator. Dude, Ohio State has this. If you were talking to me in like November, December, I would have been like, "Yeah, it's gonna be tough," and it's not a night game. I'm not worried about Ohio State. You want to know who I am worried about?
cool.
Florida.
Okay, yeah, DJ Lagway.
I'm worried about DJ Lagway
DJ
potentially
Lagway
at
can't stay
night
healthy.
in the swamp.
He
Hell,
got hurt too. He got hurt too.
if that game's at night in the swamp and both of those teams are undefeated, Texas is going to lose that game. I'll tell you that right.
I'm worried about Florida
They
State.
love listen, they love eating up Mannings at the swamp, dude. I saw Peyton struggle there so many times. Austin saw Peyton struggling freaking at the swamp. Maybe he
I
doesn't
was a
remember it.
baby.
Oh, I remember, man.
He
I
said,
remember one like a second game, bro. Oh my god, he struggled. He was so bad there. I think if I remember correctly, Peyton only beat Florida once.
in his
I don't
career,
remember. I feel like I heard he didn't win at all, but
I said maybe once. Dude,
oh
he was bad against Florida. Like he was like bad. Like he wasn't even like he played well and they just lost. He was just bad against
wow,
Florida. So yeah, that's dude. I really want to go to that game. I'm trying to figure out a way to see if I can make it work. I really want to go to that game because I think of all the games on our schedule, that's the most interesting game. I think that will be like the best game of the season, even better than Georgia. Believe it or not, I'm not worried about. The only thing that worries me about Georgia is that it's in Georgia. Again, not I'm not worried about Georgia. I think your defense will travel well. That Florida game is like I don't know why people are like thinking like it's no big deal. If that Florida game's at night, oof, that's gonna be brutal. That's gonna be a brutal game.
I understand that, man.
That's Texas's first true SEC road game in the conference.
Georgia.
No, Florida.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like they haven't really had a true SEC road game, like a real SEC road game. Going to Vanderbilt isn't ever true. No, that's all stupid. Like this is their first real SEC road game.
We'll see when college pick back up, and I think this month. Well, this month. Um, but before we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, but before we do get out of here, let's speak on our expectation for Saturday versus the Packers at home. Um, I don't know if they any. I don't haven't seen anything for us the starter who will be playing other than the quarterbacks. But what are your expectations for this game Saturday? Go ahead, Austin.
Uh, I'm just hoping for health. I don't wanna see any more injuries. We saw enough week 1. I just wanna be healthy. I wanna see AR play however long Steichen wants him to play and him be consistent and make minimal mistakes.
You did mention health. And I failed to mention we did lose our rookie third round pick, Justin Wiley, for the year. That was tough, a tough blow to lose. The guy that had a great training camp up until that point in the game where he got injured and now out for the year. We did lose JTT, but he's back practicing, so that's a good sign. Who also had a good game. Uh, what are your expectations, Harish?
Um, yeah, I just want people to be healthy, man. My prediction is that like we play a full football game without injuries.
Yeah,
That's what I hope to see. Like I don't care about the win. Like preseason, I don't care about the win. Like I don't care if we win. I don't care if we lose. I don't care if we tie. I don't care if we play 3 plays. Like I just want to get in and get out. Like I'm starting. I get the reason behind preseason is to like bring your developmental guys and you want to see. We got to get out. We got this team has had so many bad luck with injuries over the last forever. Like to me, it's like it's hard to like. I don't know, man. I just want to stay healthy.
yeah. It seemed like our special team was the best thing on the field the other day. Our defense was pretty bad, but it's the secondary. It was the depth behind the starters was pretty bad, just like the offensive line. So I can't be critical uh, with that, being that those were the backups that we saw on Thursday. Teresa said that's why I hated it, the team when they were in our division. The Titans, who? These women division. If I mean that go down sign of the game. My friends, yeah, it's not tuna. I mean, and I red lights it go through because they're mad coming from me. Yeah, I'm that kind of fan. Yeah, yeah. Sucks to be you, Teresa. Uh, but don't let them be mad. It is what it is. Tell them you being you, you enjoying yourself. So if you smell tuna, you smell it. But yeah, I'm with you guys with the same thing. Just praying for health, not lose any guy, especially key guy in the game that we need week 1 because I think you've seen injury from Miami. I think this guy named they lost 44. He got carted out to practice today. I can't remember his name. Cam something.
Are you talking about the Dolphins?
Yeah, Cam.
Yeah, they're cooked, man. I feel bad. They're cooked.
She said Dolphin is the tuna. Yeah, I like that. I like you, Teresa. You a party girl. I need to be around you. You party day and night, and I need to come to India and party. All of us will be there at some point to have some fun. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. On Tuesday, we'll be back as scheduled to recap the game against the Packers. Hopefully, we got health across the board. even for the other team as well. I don't want to see any injuries. We've seen the guy get, had the same type of thing that Hartman, what's his name is Demar had type,
Hamlin.
Hamlin
Hamlin. Yeah.
on Thursday, and it was a tough thing to see. So we don't want to see that again. So I hope health is for everybody across the league. I pray for that, the health. Other than that, guys, I go ahead and plug in your social medias that everybody can follow you at, so we can get out of here. Harish, you can tell what you got going on tomorrow as well for your show. Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, you can follow me on X at Cookie Austin 2.
All right, go ahead, Harish. Let them know what you got
Yeah,
going.
you can follow me on Twitter at the Uncle Gandhi, of course. My guy Tim and I will be back tomorrow, breaking down the second 6 games of the Texas Longhorn schedule as a part of our preseason um, ramp up. Only 17 days left. Tomorrow, Arch Manning. As of 2.5 hours from now, we are Arch Manning days away from Texas, right?
Mm,
So we'll have Stephen from Fanatic Perspective on the show tomorrow. Always a good friend of the show, a great friend of ours. We'll break down the second 6 games, and then well, next week we'll do our full playoff prediction bracket. So that'll be a fun show and predict all of our award winners. And then it's game week. Ohio State is 17 days away. So Texas Longhorn Battle Podcast Thursday nights 8:30 p.m. Myself, my boy Tim Wayne.
yes, sir. Thank you, and yes, ma'am. Thank you, Teresa. Um, and then on that note, we got 25 days for the Colts official season, our first game of the season. So we 25 days away. I'm excited for that. Week 1 against the Dolphins, where uh, the late great Jim Irsay will be uh, inducted into the Hall of Fame. So Ring of Honor Hall of Fame, whatever it is. Is it Ring of Honor? Yeah, Ring of Honor Hall
Yep.
of Fame.
Yep.
So excited to see that game. Hopefully, we can break a week 1 curse. We haven't broken in years, but hopefully that be a trend starting week 1 against the Dolphins. You can find me at Who Is Shot Senior. You can find our podcast on pretty much everything at HS Mob Podcast. And on that note, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We'll see y'all on Tuesday, same time. Give y'all all this content and break down the game from this Saturday. Good night, guys.
Peace.
On 1 out snap, it's a fact that I'm unstoppable.